What's up, guys, and welcome back to my garage. If you're excited to see more from this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. I think it's been something like 3, maybe 4 months since the last time that we played this. However, we're back today because there's been a pretty good size update. Most notably, a new vehicle, which we'll hopefully be able to purchase today. But apart from that, I'm sure there's some small, minor changes, bug fixes here and there. We'll probably just kind of stumble upon those or stumble across them naturally. But the first thing I want to do is just see if we can get super, super lucky first time around in the shop over here. Dude, there she is. Now, it's important to mention this is not a mod. I know there was an F100 mod, but this one here, this ain't no mod. This one's been made by the developer. It is called a B200. Seems to me like it's still kind of based off of the F100 or a early Ford pickup truck, but this one is $13,500. It's got a 5.6 liter V8, 4-speed gearbox, locked diff, 940,000 kilometers. I don't know the conversion there, but that seems like a lot to me. So what do we really have here? We've got a bench seat, so it's single cab. I'm going to say extended bed. This thing looks like a long, long boy. Might as well be a dang limousine. Probably going to have to air up that tire or just straight up replace it. It doesn't look too bad. And we might even have a couple of 5-6 parts in the shop already. Front suspension is definitely blown too. It's got some, what do they call that? Rake, I believe. We've got a little over 18,000 in the back pocket right now, but I am super, super into this. And the fact that we got so lucky, our first time coming to the dealer in 3 to 4 months, and the brand new vehicle was just here waiting for us. So let's pick her up. $13,500. Love a good Volkswagen too. That's a solid whip. Now, will it start? We're not going to be able to drive it very far with the flat, but let's see. Not a bad interior. Headliner looks kind of wrinkly and gross. But I love the cluster here, dude. That looks really, really good. She fired right up. She fired right up. 0 issues whatsoever. Let's hit the parking brake. We'll see if we can't kind of just putt it over to the shop. Again, that front right tire is very, very flat. And this is a long, long boy. I mean, that bed, dude. I don't think I've ever seen a bed, like, in real life, I don't think I've ever seen a bed that long. But let's pull it in here. We'll try to get it lined up on the hoist as best we can. Right about there. No brakes. There are no brakes whatsoever. Try to push it forward just a little bit more so we can at least get the door past our lift post. There we go. All right, that ought to do it. Let's try to put this thing up on the lift. God, I can't even remember how to crouch, dude. It's been too long. Kind of got a feeling that this thing might be a little too big for these hoists. Maybe not. I mean, the arms are completely like full extension, so there's nothing more that we could have done there. That's not too bad. All right, let's check out what we've got going on underneath. Looks like we might need a new, what would they call this? A transaxle, I believe. That'd be for the, like, 4-wheel drive system, which is sick. 4-wheel drive in a pickup truck. Like, you would kind of hope that it'd be that way, right? Leaf springs look a little shot in the front, but overall not terrible. Front diff for sure. And it might even have a new rim, like a new rim style, rim design. Looks pretty good. Fits the truck. For sure fits the truck. But I think the first thing I want to do, and I might even have to lower it down just a tad, but the first thing I want to do is just get the brakes in order. That way we could, at the very least, drive it around, test it out a little bit before we go through the trouble of, like, making this thing pristine. And honestly, I wasn't looking for a super long bed like this. Single cab, yes, but I was looking for a single cab short bed because I think it's going to look pretty dang good when it's all lowered. I know, old Cleater McSkeeter, if you guys watch Cletus McFarlane ever, he's got a new giveaway truck that's a single cab short bed. It's a GMC, and they look wicked. So that was kind of my idea going into this. I wanted to try to find one of them, but there's still time. And I don't even know that they have different variants of cab, like extended cab, crew cab, single cab like this, or if they have different bed lengths. Well, there's our first issue. This side doesn't even have the drum brake, like, rotor to go over top. I don't know if that's the correct terminology there, but it looks like it has both of the shoes. This one might be a little bit more worn down than the one at the rear of the vehicle. And then I haven't inspected the front pads yet, but just looking at the rotors, they're a bit thin. They're almost paper thin even, so we're definitely gonna have to remove those as well. To do that, we're gotta swap tools, grab our screwdriver, get those taken out of there. Have we worked on drum brakes at all thus far? Like for any other vehicle? Because I don't really remember having to do that ever. I don't even know how to remove them, to be completely honest. This should be the same as the fronts, right? Just one screw and then that whole thing will pop off. So that guy right there is what the other side is missing. And this is most likely the axle. If we undo those probably 4 bolts right there, we'll be able to slide the whole shaft out of there. Yeah, the rear axle is absolutely toast. I mean, both of them are completely dusted. So we need 2 new ones of those. We need 2 brake lines as well for the left side of the truck. And then probably some more brake stuff, but I haven't really dug into it just yet. Performance parts are in town? Oh, that's right. So they used to offer a couple of performance parts. Not much, but some things you could find in this catalog. So I guess they're only found in town now. That makes sense. Let's set this up, though. That is the B2 Honey, and it has a V8 in her. So let's go to brakes first. We need 2 of those, 1 rear brake drum. Absolutely. Again, no idea about the calipers or the brake shoes, brake pads, anything like that. Oh, front brake discs. We do need 2 of those guys. And last but not least, for now, 2 new rear hubs. That should get us going. As far as the front brake pads go, I'd say there's plenty of material left on that one and this one as well. So yeah, it's just the rotors, really. These don't really look bad on this side, which means this one is probably okay. We just have to replace 1. But I mean, we're gonna have to buy a whole pack of them anyways. I'll just replace the 1 to speed things along, and it'll be great. Now that we know that we can stop efficiently, I think the next thing I want to try to tackle is the suspension. Starting with these leaf springs, they're obviously blown out in the front. The rear's surprisingly okay, but this will help eliminate that rake that we're dealing with. That's not going to be very helpful. So where's the top of the shock absorber? Can you get to it underneath? Oh, you can. Okay. My bad. My bad. It's my first time. You know, it's my first time. We got a brand spanking new one from the parts catalog. Get the top one fastened first. And we can just barely reach that bottom one. Okay, let's put her back up just a little bit now. I'm seeing a lot of gremlins, though, in the engine bay that we're most certainly going to need to address. I mean, a lot of other things on the underside we'd also need to address, but I'm not super worried about it right now. I just want to be able to drive this thing. Main goal right now is to be able to load the truck up with this parts pile and take it down to our boy so we can get a little bit of money back. We only have 4,800 bucks. We're kind of down bad, but I think now we should be able to get these front wheels reinstalled, and then we'll tackle the engine bay. Let's find out if we've fixed our rake issue. Yes, but we do still have to air up that tire. Now, ladies and gents, now she's sitting good. But this engine bay is a whole nother story. Ground wire, of course. It's always the ground wire. Looks like that is grounded right here to the cylinder head. Anywhere else? There's probably another bolt on the on the side over here. Yep. One more of them. And then unfortunately, we're going to have to remove the power line or the power wire as well, because the wires are sold together. You cannot buy them separately, but it's not that big of a deal. Just a couple more bolts. Things should spring up any minute now. Okay, obviously I've forgotten one somewhere. I got the alternator. I got the starter on the other side. What am I missing? The terminal. Both terminals need to be undone. There it is. Okay, let's put the old spool there. Toss in the new one. We'll get her fastened up. Our battery just disappeared on us. We should probably check the Earl as well. Oh, dude, it's, well, on the ground now and very... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's still in the engine bay. Stuck on our fan right there. Let's get that put back where it belongs. There we are. But oil level, totally good. There's a lot that's wrong in this engine bay. I realize this, but we're just trying to get her running. Just moving under her own power. And then what about coolant? I guess we should probably check that as well. Just clip our face through here. We should be able to see it. Seems okay. I don't think we have to top that up whatsoever. Time to find out if this thing actually has brakes now. Beautiful. Beautiful, and they work great. It didn't seem like we needed any more brake fluid either. How are we on fuel, though? I think it actually just ran out. It just ran out. I gotta go get a jerry can, and then we'll actually take her to the pump. We might have some in here. See if we can get this thing open. Come on, buddy. Nope. Just open up, would you? It's pretty much bone dry. It doesn't seem like there's much in there at all, so we'll fill her up, and then we can fill her up for real. Did they change how this works or something? What the heck? Maybe I need to be up higher? Yo, what's going on? Wait, there's no fuel in it again. This time for sure, dude. This time for sure. It definitely didn't tell me I was filling it last time, so I'm not sure that anything's actually going into the tank. If it's empty... Oh, there it was. Maybe I just wasn't tipping it high enough. Would it help if I stood up? Hang on, I probably just dumped the entire thing onto the ground again, didn't I? Yep, she's empty. Okay, well, maybe we got enough in it to... oh my god. To at least... go across the street to the gas station. What do we got? Nah, she's running on fumes. She's running on fumes, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave the gas cap right here too. We're just gonna back right across the street so we can do this for real, for real. Yeah, see, this actually works. Maybe I'm just not using the jerry can or the gas canister the correct way. Could very well be the case. But this is nice. Toss our fuel cap back on there. Get the lid all closed up. Okay, we are ready. We're gonna put her back across the street so we can fill up the bed with all them dang parts that we just don't need anymore. Oh, it's the parking brake, huh? Yep. Every time. Literally every time. Never fails. There we go. Dude, and I thought that the Wolf wagon had a lot of room for spare parts and stuff. Had a lot of storage space. This thing is next level. Let's hop back up in here though. Dude's probably closed today already, isn't he? Again, I don't remember what time he closes. But let's put her in reverse Terry and we'll head that way. With any luck, he's still open. If not, we'll just sleep and try again tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. Also, it would be cool if there was some other new stuff down here. Well, he is closed. 8 to noon. What are those hours? The truck is running great, though. The truck is really running nice. And, like, we barely had to do anything to it. I wonder, how much could we get for this now? 14.3. We picked it up for, what, 13.5? That's not terrible. I have no idea how much money we've actually spent on it. But if we just like fixed the rust and repainted some stuff, gotta head across the street now, get a little bit of food in our system, some cornflakes and sweet potato chips. You just can't beat it. Well, you could, but that would be weird. As always, we're gonna eat first and then drink, because those things are just too dang salty. We'll just get dehydrated right away. And there we are. Easy. It's too easy. Okay, we've got a couple minutes until Dude Bro opens up for the day. Let's see if we couldn't maybe score a single cab short bet. Or not. Oh, that's right. They don't open until 8 either. That's okay. I'll close my eyes for a few minutes. Take a little nap. That was supposed to be a really quick nap. Unfortunately, we're gonna be really, really close to when he tries to close up shop for the day. Let's talk to our boy. See how he's been. What's going on, brother?
Guy when I lived in Finland.
Oh, don't tell me.
Flatari, I think.
Oh, there it
I made
is.
him go way back.
Yeah, me too. You have no idea. All right, let's start tossing all this stuff in here. Hopefully we can get it done before he closes up for the day. There's 13 bucks already. Not too shabby. We don't have much time left. I'm hoping that this will be a pretty big ticket item for us. 148. It's not the most expensive thing that we sold, but we've just got, I think, one more thing, dude. I needed to sell one more thing. Unbelievable. And he was standing right there. He saw that was it literally was the last thing we had. Well, we'll throw it back in our scrap pile, but that puts us up to 5,800 bucks. It's not too bad. All right, now though, I wanna drive this thing around a little bit, and then actually I'm gonna use my controller for this, I think. Then I wanna see if we could get lucky a second time and maybe find a single cab short bed version of this. You know what else? Our cluster's not even working, dude. Our speedometer doesn't work whatsoever. Let me hop out real quick. Oh, I should probably rip that. We're gonna need a cluster. 200 bucks. It's a big pill to swallow, but we gotta do it. If we wanna drive around safely, I think it's pretty important that we know, how fast we're actually going. I think it's this tool that we use to pop that out. Sure is. Even though it's been a minute, your boy still remembers some stuff anyways. And then that is going to our scrap pile. Let's take out whatever else we had back here, like a steering box or something. Okay, now we are good, and I am holding up traffic. Sorry, guys, sorry. Hey, now it says we have 0 kilometers on this engine. That's pretty nice. I just kind of want to putt this thing around. It's quick. It's got some get up and go. Oh, and I should, hang on. You'd think after all this time playing this game that I would learn my lesson, but I never do. We need to quick save. That way, in case we get into a major fender bender, we'll have a save point to sort of resume from. And our truck won't be completely totaled. That would not be a very good time. Just gonna go up the switchback here. It handles really nice. For being such a long truck, I expected like the turning radius to be kind of mid, but it seems fine to me. Up and over the crest of this hill. What a machine. Let's cut right and head back to the garage. I'm so curious to see if there are different variants of the truck. Like I said, shorter beds, crew cab, extended cab, whatever the case may be. I just want to know if that's a thing. It's gonna get me really excited, I'll tell you that right now. Coolant temp seems pretty good, right in the middle, right in that sweet spot. I think we did pretty good. Oh god, I gotta turn my controller off. See how I'm drifting? I got bad stick drift on this thing, dude. Here goes nothing. Can we get lucky? Second time. So far, no. But usually a third car will pop in eventually. There it is. And it is a very, very smashed NIV. Oh my god. Who would buy that? Why would anyone buy that? Third time's a charm, right? Isn't that what they say? Well, we've got another single cab, but it's a super, super long bed again. Maybe the third vehicle? No. Not gonna get that lucky. I mean, this one looks kind of in the same condition as our current one. Different color, maybe a little bit more rust even. Engine is an inline 6. Interesting. Okay. They want 9,500 bucks for it. Well, unfortunately, we don't have that right now. But I'm kind of curious, maybe the dealership will have like a brand spanking new one, just kind of hanging out on the just kind of hanging out on the showroom floor. So let's head down there, see if we can maybe get lucky. We're definitely not going to be able to afford it. Again, I just want to know whether or not that's a thing. Hold on a minute. I feel like I remember the mirrors working. Let me pull off to the side here for a second. Is that just like a setting that we have to enable? Nope. I don't see anything in here for it. Dude, I could have swore that we were able to like actually see a reflection in the mirrors, but I guess not. Maybe I'll have to go back and watch like an older episode and see if it's there. Could just be my graphic settings too. There might be some new stuff in town. The like building shop is still there. That's nice. Not seeing anything else. Pizza place is still chilling right there. No like new houses or anything like that. We'll hang a right here. Oh, there's some like monolith or something. Not sure what that's all about. Yeah, performance parts. Shop still in business. That's good to see. They haven't gone under yet, even though we're probably the only person in town that's actually buying stuff from them. You know, we might have to pull up to the dyno in reverse, just because this thing is so incredibly long. I'm gonna actually rip the parking brake. I think it should still slide enough for us to just kind of, yeah, push it forward. There we go. So we're now we're past the front rollers. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly, Chief. That ain't gonna fly. We've officially come into contact with the fan there. Let's put her in reverse Terry and see if we can run it that way. Just a little bit more. Now the airflow from the fan isn't going to do anything whatsoever. Whoops, neutral. There she is. I'm thinking, what's the worst thing that could happen? Oh, yeah, no trucks. And I think the same cars that have been here for like forever. One session, 100 bucks. It's a small price to pay. It really is. Anything else new in here? Oh, the paint booth. Right. I'm not sure if we looked at that or not. We've definitely not used it, I don't think. But let's see if we can't strap this bad girl down. Yep, that'll work. That'll work. And we'll see about putting down some numbers here. We might even be in four-wheel drive. Yeah, we definitely are. Okay, we can't have that, can we? Or maybe that's all we can do. I don't see anything in here for us to be able to switch it from four-wheel drive to two-wheel. Those are both lights. This seems to be wipers for some reason. And this guy just doesn't do anything, straight up. Let's see what we can do here. Even though it's in four-wheel drive, third gear pole. Yeah, it's not real happy about this. You would think there'd be some way to disable four-wheel drive, but I don't see a way to do it. A whopping 64 horsepower. What a machine, dude. What a machine. I'm gonna give the dealership here a couple more chances to maybe provide us with an extended cab pickup, or like I've been saying, a short bed pickup. We'll see. Oh, that looks like an extended cab. Hang on, third car's gotta load in. Give it a minute. There it is, an NIV. But look at that. So slightly shorter bed just because it has the, would this be an extended cab or a crew cab? To be honest, I don't really know the difference. Crew cab should have a door, right? Should be a 4-door. So would this be extended? Whatever it is, it looks freaking sick. I still like the single cab, I think, more, but still really hoping for a single cab short bed. I think they look really good when they're slammed on their nuts. But for right now, we're going to have to hold off on this, mainly because we don't have enough money. But it is good to see that there are other cab variants. Let's head down to the junkyard. Maybe we'll get lucky and find like a rotted out shell of a single cab short bed. Hey, buddy.
Work hard and one day you'll be like me.
Yeah, that's the goal, isn't it? Living the dream out here at the junkyard. Dude, I'd be stoked even if we could just find like a shorter frame. box trucks? Box trucks are a thing? But if we could find a shorter frame, ooh, and then there's a bed cover, that would mean that maybe we'd have a possibility of creating our own single cab short bed, straight custom. I mean, these frames do appear to be shorter. Is it still the same truck technically? I kind of like the box truck. B200S, as in short, potentially. Wait, how much was this thing? $5,600. Wait, we could actually buy this on the spot right here, right meow. I won't, because I kind of want to finish our other project truck first so we can get a decent amount of money for it. But this is great news. Really, really good news. That's got a straight 6 in it. $2,000. A lot cheaper, but it's missing some key components like, I don't know, wheels, for example. Dude, that is fantastic. Okay, well, now we know, right? Wait, is this a short bed? It is! No freaking way! And it's already slammed. Yeah, I know the suspension is blown out, that's why it's that way. But man, this is cool. Okay, future project. V8, I'm thinking V8, single cab, short bed, slammed on its nuts. Maybe some nicer non-truck looking rims on it, or wheels. I am seriously pumped about that, dude. Very stoked for that future project. But I do think that's where we're going to wind things down at for today. So once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.